Hello, everyone. We are officially live. I started 1 minute early, but who cares? Let's see if it's working. It's working! We are live! Woo! Hey, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Oh, who do we got here today? We got at least 3 people. I managed to bring some music with me today. It looks like we've got 1 viewer so far. That's good. That's better than no one. Woo! Welcome, 10. I invited a few more people who don't follow me on my blog, so we'll see how this goes, right? Anyhow, here we are. We're going to be working on Hiccunzel again. Something I've been promising to finish, and I wanted to finish in the live stream because I didn't want her not to see it not getting done. So, is Miss Stone on? Let's see if Miss Stone's on. All right, and then we're just gonna go back to that YouTube video, see if there's anything else we need to know. We can see that there's. Oh, I got the live chat set up, so it's going to be ready for you guys whenever you want. And then here, I got 2 viewers, and I can type in this group chat here. But anyhow, let's get to the drawing. I have to finish this. I do have music in the background, in case you're all wondering. I felt like listening to 2 Steps from Hell, who are outstanding, by the way. If you really like good orchestra music, definitely suggest them. A couple of announcements. Due to some craziness at my work, I will probably be only doing this live stream once a week rather than twice a week like I want to. And it's not like I really have much of a choice. I mean, I'm so busy and they need me there, so please don't be upset. Another thing is I'm going to be starting a what do you call it? I'm going to be creating a sheet for. Hello, my mouth works fine. I'm going to be creating a sheet to tell you the prices for ordering drawings or what do you call it? Commissioning me. So if you guys want to commission me, you can. I'm going to be coming up with prices for that for you guys, so you can commission me in my work. We're going to add another layer here, and we're going to start drawing her hair, which goes down like this. I'm going to try to make sure I get as many of the strands in as possible because I want her to look really, really much like she does in the movies and the shows where you get to see a lot of different strands of hair and everything. So we're going to very much Disneyfy her as well as Hiccup. Hiccup was a lot of fun to draw. I have to admit, it was the easiest Hiccup I have done in a while. I don't know why I've always had trouble with him. He seems, I don't know if God just blessed me to that day, but Hiccup was so much fun to draw. So we're using my marker pen tool in this. And just feel free to drop a chat or whatever you want whenever. Hiccup for days. Yes, Hiccup is great. The internet is blown up since they finally showed what the characters are going to look like in How to Train Your Dragon 3. Hi! How you doing there, Lil? I got a fun story to tell everyone when they all get on here, so it's a short one, but it's funny to me. It's about a guy who decided he was going to flirt with me at work. Oh yeah, people either hate or love the new style for Hiccup and the Crew. Hiccup and the Crew, Hiccup and the Crew. Sounds like a rock band. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me with that tone of voice. I do what I want. Clearly, I'm a rebel. Yeah, there's not a lot of people wanted a specific thing, and everybody had their own ideas of how it would look. So when it finally came out, they didn't really know how to respond, and that's perfectly fine. It's fine. Like, it's something new. Everybody, when something new happens, the internet always blows up. When YouTubers move, everybody screams and loses their mind. Are you going to still be able to do YouTube videos? Like, they have actual lives, people, beyond the YouTube videos. Spocter? I never heard of that. What's Spocter? Holy cow, I forgot to link somebody to this. I gotta go send them a link to the YouTube video. Clearly, I'm an idiot. Yeah, who is Spocter? All right, just so you guys know, there are other people coming home. The internet will be very laggy. Please don't be upset. I swear it's not on purpose. We just have horrible internet service right now. We got 2 viewers. 2 is better than you. I'm expecting an explanation. While I'm waiting for her to tell us what the heck Spockers is, I'm just going to explain a little bit of what I'm doing the best I can, seeing as that's part of the reason you guys like to watch. The other part, of course, that you guys love to talk. And I love doing this because I get to actually talk with you all. Uh, and that's really important to me. I don't know. Sometimes things can feel really impersonal, but at least this way it's real time and we all get to hang out. And I get to hear your thoughts and your feelings about new projects real time, and for me that's a big deal. I love to know what everybody thinks, whether they love or hate it. And if you really hate it for a good reason, yeah, I get that. So, oh, what do we have here? Her chin doesn't look quite right. Okay, so what I'm doing is, like, I don't know if any of you have used a marker brush, and I'm doing this marker brush in a slightly different color, and that's on purpose. I want to make sure that I can tell the difference between her and him, and as when I finish, it will be in the same color. So no worries. Okay, so we got this, her lovely little thin, slim arm. I really have no clue what you're talking about. I mean, I just don't watch enough YouTube. That's not true. I watch too much YouTube. It's very important that in this particular picture that the sleeves, like the lines in the threading, is shown. I like watching the fangirl, who is, by the way, one of my heroes online. For those of you who don't know, I presented to her a theory about Frozen and Tangled and how they are actually connected. It wasn't really theory because it was from the movies, but at a proved fact. But she was amazing, and she put up those videos for me because I didn't have time to create videos or anything else like that because of work and everything. And she did an entire video based 2 videos based on my what I found out about Frozen and Tangled, which, so for her, thank you, the fangirl, because seriously, the theory would have never gotten out there, and it actually caused quite a stir. A lot of people who followed me hated it, or they would say, "Well, that's not true," or "I've heard this theory before," even though they hadn't. And when I explained to them, they were like, "Yeah, well, that can't possibly be true." So I had a lot of people who were either angry at me and wouldn't believe me when I told them what I had found out or what she had done, or thought it was all just stupid, or they would come up with theories of their own, or stuff like that, and tried to dispute the facts that I found. And some of them even said I was using the fangirl, which for me is horrible. Like, I don't want to use anybody. I've been used most of my life. So the idea of using somebody else for my own personal gain is just like horrible to me, that they would even assume that. And I was really scared that even she might be getting messages that I was just using her and I wasn't. So I actually ended up talking to her, but she's a wonderful lady. She understood completely what was going on, and she did not like that people were like that towards me. And anyway, it was a big deal, caused quite a stir, was very fun to talk about, and to see my theories be shared with other people was, I can't even describe how happy I was to see my theories be shared with shared with other people. I mean, it was a big deal for me. I know there was a lot of people who did not. People are so stuck on the idea that they're either sisters or cousins that they didn't want to see the facts that were before them, and because that theory has gained quite a following, even though there was nothing to really prove it other than her showing up. That doesn't mean that they're not. The movies aren't connected, because there is proof to them being connected, and even an idea for how she could have shown up, which I think is far more interesting than them being cousins. Excuse me, but I think it's a cool idea to think that maybe Rapunzel could be immortal, and so is Eugene. And I don't know. It just fascinates me. Okay, so we got Rapunzel here. Yeah, there was no one hate on anybody else. I got quite a few messages, and I don't want any hate towards anybody who did not believe or want to believe my what I'd found out. And for the other people who probably don't know, if you follow me on Quota, which I know what. Yeah, go watch it. That'd be awesome, and share it if you can. Like I said, it got quite a stir. However, for the people who really love the fangirl and the theories she does, they not I'm not kidding you. When the day she posted her theory, and I'm not going to get into too much detail because I really want you to watch the video. In fact, I think I'll post a link here. Um, for uh those of you who don't know, the same day as she posted her theory, an episode in Tangled came out that almost confirmed the theory. And people were like screaming in the comments, "Look, they put this thing in the Tangled series that confirms your theory. Oh my gosh." And it was pretty insane. In fact, the last episode, I have a theory about the character in the very last episode, and I'm just going to send you guys a link to that fabulous YouTube video by the fangirl, because gosh, do I love her. And I might even uh send you guys a um there it is. It's not going to play. I'm not going to let it play. I'm going to skip this ad, but then I'm going to go straight to what's important. Hi, ad. Yeah, who needs ads now? Okay, so I'm going to put this link down. Oh, somebody else found it. That's the second video, just so you know. And this is the first. This is the first. And just like put down in the comments what you think, because I'd like to go back to that video and see what people thought. Like I said, some people didn't like it, but most people did. And I just love the fangirl. She deserves a lot of respect for all her theories. Check out her Coraline videos, I used to be terrified of Coraline, and because of her videos, I love it. I've watched the movie like 80 times, and it's one of my favorite movies now. And I can love it for not just the story, but the art inside it. So yeah, definitely go check out those. Another good one, if you like scary vids, I like the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared videos. And she did a theory on those, which is a really interesting theory. I really like that. She also did some Steven Universe theories and many, many more. But definitely go and check out her channel. She is just incredible. Her theories are really great. In fact, subscribe to her if you get the chance. So, I'm just telling you because I just love her, and she really deserves a lot of subscribers and a lot of people to love her because of she's just I just love her videos. I'm just going on a full on rant about this character. So hey, we're almost done with the line art. What do you think of that? Now I know you guys want me to do the flower crowns right here, but the flower crowns are actually going to come in a little later. And I learned this trick a little while ago. I found it much easier to do flowers and leaves in a specific style. So if it looks a little weird, just trust me. I swear I know what I'm doing. Mostly, kind of, for the most part. They are great. I follow her on Twitter too. I get good updates on Twitter when she'll put up another video. Aw, thank you. See, I'm using a special marker brush I created. Let me zoom in. Because I actually use Paint Tool Say, I don't know how you pronounce it, Say too. So over here, you can see that I do not have any form. In fact, I don't know why that's open. Wait, do I have form? Okay. I do not have any form for a marker, but I have a watercolor A and it's set at 48. And I'll share these settings with you. So I mainly use this for coloring, this for pencil lines, and I'll share that with you guys too. I got this for my more sketchy finished lines. Paint Tool Side. Yeah, it's okay. So it's Paint Tool Side. I use Paint Tool Side too, so it's a little bit different, but not much. One of the things I like about Paint Tool Side too is that it has a text feature, so I can actually put text in there, which you couldn't do in the first version. It has really great controls for a line work layer. I like to use that. And it has far more control over the size of the texture that you pick. So you see I have a watercolor sketcher. Now, if I want the texture, if I want the scale of the texture to be bigger, I can turn this up to 500 and it changes the texture completely. Right now, I'm keeping it at 100 because it seems to fit with this pretty well without interfering too much. Now, we've got my beautiful Rapunzel here, and I know that Gab really wanted Rapunzel to be in green dress, so I'm going to make sure that I do a green, but I'm going to try to do a green in the same shade as purple. And what I mean by shade is it's not the same color, but it's the same levels and hues. So I'm going to open up Rapunzel, and we're going to choose this nice one that shows her color in the more neutral. So here's one that shows her color pretty neutrally, but not perfectly. I think this one showcases the color of her gown better. And you can see you got this nice solidness right here. But what I'm going to do to make sure I really get the colors that I want is I'm going to use my Clip Studio. And you can't do this in Paint Tool Sai, unfortunately, but I can do this in Clip Studio. I'm going to open up in, what the heck is that? All right. I want to open up this picture in Clip Studio. So we got this picture. You can see it's pretty pixelated. It's not very good quality, but that's okay because we don't need it for that quality. We need it for the mosaic. And this creates very strong pixely form. So we can get like the exact color of her hair that we want, or we can get the exact color of her eyes and everything else like that. We're going to turn down the pixelation a little bit for this one. I'm going to open up another picture that better showcases her face a little bit, get closer up to her eyes. We can see that's the color. So we're going to do this again. Mosaic. And that's giving me a really good idea of what color her dress is. We're going to turn it up a bit. We got a good idea of what her eye color is right there at this point. So I think in the end, I still like this one better. So I'm going to export this as JPEG. I'm going to call it Rapunzel Color Palette. And this is just so that I can get the exact colors I want for this character. I'm going to exit here. I'm not going to sit. I'm just discard all the changes. We don't need any of them. And I'm going to open up the picture again in this. And here we have it, all pixely, and we got some really solid colors now to pick from for Rapunzel. And I know it looks a little funny, like a really bad old video game, but I swear it works. And I'm just going to right-click on my pen tool, and that will instantly bring up the color picker. And I'm going to choose the color I think fits more, is closer to her dress color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and I'm actually going to bring it to green real quick. So it's the same hue as her dress. It's the same, that's not the word I'm looking for. It's the same value and saturation as her dress, but it's a different hue. And now I'm going to go back here and I'm going to select with this select tool right here within the lines. I'm going to do this, and it's not easy, but I'm going to try to do this the best I can. I'm going to make that a different color. So here I am. I'm selecting everything in between the lines, and I'm making sure that it's select transparent area, because if it's not, then it doesn't select properly, and we really want it to select properly for this. So we're selecting transparent area, and we're selecting every blank space in between the lines. And I do this because it makes it a lot faster for me to color in the image, because all I have to do is, after I select all that, and you'll see it because it's purple, I'm going to go to selection. I'm going to dilate the selection, and it's a quick selection. It's going out by 1 pixel, which is perfect for this picture. And you can see if I close up, it actually goes almost to the edge of the line barrier. And I'm going to add another layer underneath, and I'm going to just drop this color right in there. And there we go. We got the color of her dress. Now we can make it more earthy, but I honestly think this is perfect, and it's almost the exact color of her eyes. So I think we're going to stick with that for her dress. I guess I can bring down this, make it just a little bit darker. There. Some more saturation. Okay. Let's try this again, because it didn't work exactly how I want it. What do I want? I want that. That seems to be more common. Yeah, that's good. That's gonna be fine. That looks almost exactly the same as before, but it's gonna be fine. I should just learn to go with my instincts. All right, so now we're just going to deselect, and this is what we're going to do for the entire thing. And like I said, it is super helpful for really quick color-ins and very smooth color-ins, because sometimes the color-ins can't be perfect. I'm going to just fix some of the lines here because they're not all perfect. And it's like, it's fine if they're not all perfect, because I can go back and I can fix it, like erase specific, what do you call it? Oh, sorry. I can erase selection, and I can actually reselect other parts that I want. And I'll show you how you do that in Paint Tool Say too. Oh my gosh, I can't speak today. So how many people do we still have? You have 3 viewers. Hello. Leave a comment in the live chat here, and let me know that you're here, and I'll give you a shout out. I'd love to shout out to people who are actually watching me as I either rant or do something stupid. We're gonna select her hair now, and her hair is brown, and I'm actually probably going to use a similar color to what I use for Catherine, because their hair color is actually a little similar if it's not darker. I think it is darker. Uh, let's dilate the selection now. One second, please. Here's the yellow. Yellow headphones are right there. All right, sorry about that. So our hair is brown. We're going to make sure we see how we couldn't really select here despite dilating it perfectly. So what we're going to do is there's a select pen, which is great for these little mistakes. And I just use that select pen. And I just select exactly what I want. And I deselect what I don't want, which I can't see anything I really don't want right now. So we're just going to go with this. And we're going to create a nice brown. It's going to be similar to Catherine's, but a little bit more orange and a little bit more dark. Like right about there should be perfect. So let's see how that looks. That looks perfect. Does that not look like our Rapunzel's hair? That is Rapunzel's hair, and no one can convince me otherwise. That is awesome. That is great. What we're going to also do is we're going to turn this pen layer on to multiply. And the reason we do this is we really want to make sure that we see what we're doing underneath. And it even can, if I turn the opacity down just perfect. The colors can actually match pretty decently. And it won't stay like this because we're going to do another special effect. Oh, well, maybe on this one it will stay like this. But at one point, I do want to show you guys another thing that you can do on this that gives you more control over your lines. Oh, thank you, 10. Okay, so now we got to figure out the color of her skin. And so we got the color palette, right? And so what is her skin? Her skin's kind of rosy there, isn't it? It's very pink. Maybe a little bit paler than what's here. So we're going to just make it a little bit paler. Hello! How you doing, Em? I am just giving random drawing lessons and I'm having fun. This is a blast for me. So... all right, so now we're going to select everything that is her skin. I understand this is frowned upon by most people. Like, they like to color it in, but, you know, if you're doing something quick, this isn't bad. This is actually very helpful. This is what I call laziness, which I learned from watching, I started watching Bob Ross, and I learned that my laziness isn't a bad thing. He's a great artist, and he found quick and easy ways to do things that still turned out great. So we're going to be doing...
Her skin is purple.
All right. Yeah. I think the perfect song came on at this moment. I feel like this is a victory song. This is a victory song I'm listening to right now. One of my favorites, which I'll probably post. He did what I said. He's like, in other words, we're going to be lazy. And I'm like, wait, I can be lazy and it's okay? I needed that confirmation in my life. There we go. Thank you. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Hiccunzel, but I love this drawing, and I love drawing this for my friends. So we're going to deselect this. And we're going to select over here around her corset, which I'm going to make brown. And it's going to be a lighter brown than her hair. I don't want it to blend in with her hair or blend it into his suit, which will be a darker brown, obviously. So we're going to give it, oh, it's going to look a little, I think it should be more orange. I think that's good brown. What do you guys think? Aw, I hope so. I'm working really hard to make sure that she looks just perfect for my friend. I thought this was my Tangled soundtrack for a second. I was so confused. I started playing a tune from Tangled and I was like, oh, was that? No, wait, that's not right. But it's not. It's not from my Tangled soundtrack. I don't know if you guys can hear my music. Can you guys hear my music? Hey, Lily. I haven't seen the Frozen musical yet or heard it. I haven't had time. I have been working for 40 hours every week and then going to see friends when I get the chance. Oh, I'm sure it is. Often, the musical's better than the original. Don't knock it till you try it. That's what I always say. I said the same thing when I heard about Shrek the musical. I'm like, Shrek as a musical? Nah. Nah. She does. It's fine. Oops. Wrong. Is that a wrong color or is that just a really great mistake? What did I just do there? Thoughts on the fur. Should she have brown fur lining or white fur lining? What do you guys think? Brown fur lining, white fur lining? What have I done? Oops, I have to deselect a part. Light cream. Hold on, let's see. Oh, that's perfect. You want a darker brown. All right. This is the fur of her dress. For some reason, she has a fur-lined dress. All right, I'm going to add another layer here, and this is another lazy thing. When I have noticed an open white spot, and I'm going to do something else. I'm going to add a transparent background. And transparent, there's background color. And for some reason, the background color is all right, so let's pick the background color. In the background, I'm going to choose, and I know this for some people, they cannot stand this, but I choose green, and that's because I can see through it better. And it's going to drive your eyes crazy, but it's worth it. Right here, we can see that we have some green, and here. So we need to do her lips, which I think they are going to be, I think her lips are going to be this color. So we're going to paint on the below layer, and I'm going to zoom in here so you can really see. And I'm going to take out my color pen right here, and I'm going to paint her lips this color. And then I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to sample the dress. Remember, right-clicking your pen or mouse can sample the color. And I'm going to paint this underneath. And I'm going to switch this over to, I don't really like it, but I'm going to switch this over to a bright checker for you guys. What about the live action? Oh, you're talking about the what do you call it? Musical. The musical was really good. Don't you dare diss the musical. The musical was amazing. I think the musical was better than the first movie. Look at my beautiful girl. I'm so proud of her. I'm waiting for black eyelashes, and we're going to lock the transparency on this so that we don't mess this up. Black eyelashes. Her eyes are closed. And we have gotten her colored. At least we got the solid colors done. Merge this layer. We're going to do some more with the hair a little bit. We're going to use this. That is not working. Why is none of this working? It's not working. Is it on blending? It isn't on blending. So what's going on here? All right. There we go. I fixed it. Whatever was the problem, it's fine. Sometimes the blending changes. Yes, yes, I agree with you 100%, Emmeline. All right, so we've got Rapunzel, solid colors done. And now we're going to move on to Hiccup, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to open up Clip Studio. Now, Emily, you weren't here, but I'm going to show you what I did to pick up the colors from Rapunzel and put them into something else. And I'm going to open another picture, and I'm going to open up Hiccup. And this is the best image I could find with Hiccup's color palette. You can see the colors of everything, including what's underneath, which he wears a little green. And what I'm going to do, and because this is a very neutral kind of scene, you can see the color in his skin very well. And we know his eyes are green. They're almost the exact same green as Toothless here. I'm going to add the effect of mosaic. I'm going to turn this up very slightly. And there, now we've got instant ways to sample all the colors in his outfit. A little down a bit. Yeah, that's good. And so now it's a more solid color pickup for what we've got to do. I'm going to just export as a JPEG, and I'm going to call it Pickup Color Palette. That way I have his skin color and everything that I need. This is the best way to pick up a color palette from any picture. You find some picture you find that you love the colors to. You just do this and you have the colors to that very easily. You have an instant color palette. So we're going to exit now and we're going to go back to what we're doing. All right, so we're going to pick up the image in Paint Tool Sci right here. Here's Hiccup color palette. Here's the, you can see all the pixels here. And we're going to select, I think the first thing we're going to select is, we did her dress first. So let's try to do his outfit. And this is going to be difficult. In fact, I better open up it up. I'm just going to be lazy and just open it up and look at a picture of him in his outfit because I just don't feel like trying to do that pixel thing again because it's not exactly easy. We're gonna sample this here. That's good, and that's for his Under Armour right there, which I simplified because I don't have the time to put into it. And here it is. And we're gonna add another layer for him because he's in front of her, and we're gonna select everything that will be in this color. So we have, oh my gosh, not like that. Like this, not like that. Why is that? Oh, there's a line there. Okay, so there was an opening there that I did not see. So I'm just going to switch this, go here. We're going to take out my marker again, and we're going to try that. We're going to turn off the transparency on this, and we're going to close that up because that we don't want that gap. That gap's not fun. Okay, now we're going to do this again, and we're going to select everything that's going to be in that color. Now, if we look at the outfit, hit everything. Oh, he has these little cross stitching right here in between that I didn't notice before. I could add that, but I think I won't, simply because I don't want to kill myself trying to get this done. So we got that selected. Now we're going to select all these. We got to make sure that the selection tool is on transparent. This here, I believe, is the same color. Let's just double check. It is on the underneath, but you can hardly see it. We'll open up another picture. Yeah, we wouldn't want that. Let's open up another picture to get a better look at what his armor looks like underneath. So, yep, it will show a little bit. It does show a little bit. So there is going to be the same color. Nope. So there is going to be the same color. Yeah. And then this is the same color. This is the same color, simplified, but the same color. Do not make the same mistake I have a billion times. This here is all one color. We're going to make this entire piece brown leather. And This is actually, this handle here is actually the same color too. Um, and I think that's it. I mean, there's some extra belts and stuff that I did not do, but I really don't think we need to go through all that trouble. So I need to get a look at his shoes. So let's open up another picture with his shoes. Let's see if we can get a good look at what his boot, well, not shoes, obviously, because he's missing a leg. Sorry. Okay, so apparently it's brown around the top and black towards the bottom. I'm gonna fix that right now. Um, ah, screw it. I won't. It's gonna be completely black. I'm gonna make it completely black for the sake of simplicity. And once again, we're going to go up here to selection. We're going to dilate the selection, make it bigger by 1 pixel, and we're going to drop this color. And now we instantly got the color, the wrong color. Now we got the color. Gosh darn it. And yeah, hey, isn't that kind of cute? It almost matches her corset. I like that. That's kind of fun. So now we've got him and his the brown leather. Now we gotta start working on the black leather. And I know it's silly because it's black, but we are going to sample it because it's not perfectly black. Nothing is perfectly black except for toothless. So we're gonna make sure that we get that correct too. So we're gonna deselect here and we're gonna start the process all over again. Be patient, take your time, have fun. If you find an easier way to do something, do it. I mean, art is not easy, so don't kill yourself. It's supposed to be fun. Don't kill yourself trying to do stuff. Well, it's not supposed to be fun. I shouldn't say that because it also can be difficult. And that's good too because you need to learn and you need to grow. And if you don't have some challenges while you do your stuff or any of your artwork, then what's the point of continuing? You want to have that challenge. You want to become better. So, yeah, find easier ways. You'll definitely come across things that are very difficult, but I promise you it'll be worth it in the end. So, what to do? I want to keep selecting things. This here is green, so I'm not going to select that. I remember that being green, very pale green. More of an olive green, I should say. You can see his skin a little bit there, so I'm going to leave that. Um, this is green too, so I'm going to leave that. And these are going to be red. Yeah, red. And I forgot here in his hand, but that's okay. I'm going to make that black. Now we're going to drop this like we did before. I'm going to drop this. And so now we got the black there. Oh, I forgot to dilate it. That was my dummy. Now we're going to drop it. Booyah. Dropped it. Drop the beat, yo. Don't ever let me say yo again. Oh, I have to deselect something. Oh, look, I get to show you the deselect brush. I love this little deselect brush. You see this little pieces that you don't really want selected? You're just going to slide this deselect brush over top of those parts that you don't want selected. And then, reselect things that you do want selected with the other brush. And we're going to... You think? I wasn't taught, like, just don't let me try to be, what is it called? Rad or hip. Those words disturb me. I am neither rad nor hip. Today I freaked out my coworkers. Gangsta, yeah, gangsta. Today I freaked out my coworkers and I'm so proud of myself. It was hilarious. It was great. I had so much fun. Ooh, ah! Well, that's perfect. It's done. No! Bad. There. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so I scared my coworkers today, and it was the best thing ever. So basically, what happens is I don't know many country music or pop singers. Like, I'm not a fan. Anybody can like what they want to like. I don't care. But personally, I've listened to it so much that I've grown to hate most country songs. It has to be really unique or different or something that I haven't heard before. Otherwise, I will not listen to it, no matter how much you try to push it on me. And the other unfortunate part of that is I know all these songs by heart. So they asked me if I don't listen to country music because we live in the middle of nowhere, what the heck do I listen to? And I said, well, I listen to some YouTubers. I really like listening to those audio horror dramas online. And it was just like, everyone was like, you're joking, right? Because they know I listen to Tangled and all these Disney soundtracks and I know all these musicals by heart. But to hear me say that I listen to some horror online once in a while, it stunned them. They were like, they couldn't believe what they were hearing. And I said, well, I have proof. I followed their podcast and I showed them, and they're like, you're weird. And I said, well, at least you can't say I don't like variety. Because, gosh darn it. Aw, I'm sorry. We'll stop here in a little bit so you don't miss anything. Oh, that's way too. That's almost blonde. Imagine Hiccup being blonde. I'm sorry. I should really keep my inner monologue inside my head. That's sounds wrong. We need some olive. We're gonna get some olive green now. It'll be a little bit paler. Might be a little bit more this way. I don't like this color wheel. This color wheel is annoying. Here. Ooh, perfect. Yeah, he looks like that's what I imagined he'd look like. A surfer dude. Can you imagine him going, yo, what's up? Oh, oh, he was 14 in the original show, in the original movie, the first movie. He wasn't 16, he was 14. He was 16 in the new show, I think. Race to the Edge. I better ask my friend. She actually knows better than me. Oh, I lost my olive color. I made a terrible mistake. Oh, well. I'll remake it. I have nothing better to do other than remake specific colors. Uh, okay, we're going to want to dilate this again. No. I am all over the place today. You're back! We missed you! He was 16 in the first season of in the as the show progressed. He became 16. Then he became 18 in the newer in the Race to the Edge, and now he's 21. And now in this newer one, I believe, if I've heard correctly, he's 28. I might be wrong. He might be 30. I think in the newer one, Astrid and him are officially married, but that could be just a rumor. So don't quote me on that. That's great. Um. Oh my gosh, is that just like they switched like the Guardians? Oh my gosh, it's the big four color palette switch. Oh my gosh. Are you sure? You're probably right. I'm usually wrong. You know, I think Rapunzel looks good in the red with red hair. I thought she was his fiance in the second. They shouted in the second movie. In the second movie, they shouted. They shouted, "That's my future daughter-in-law." His father shouted, "That's my future daughter-in-law." So I think they were already engaged. Well, that would be disappointing. Can we please have a hiccup? Oh, what if at the end they do get married? What if at the end of the movie they get married? They have been engaged for too long. Oh, that's right. No, she's right. They did get engaged since season 5 of Race to the Edge. They've been engaged for a long time, which means, I think if I remember right, he's 18 in Race to the Edge. So if he was 21 in the movie, and it's a shorter time span between the movie and the first movie, the second movie and the first movie, that means they've been engaged for, yeah, I believe that means they've been engaged for, how long have they been engaged for? Let me do the math in my head. If we're talking about by the second movie and he was 18, they've been engaged for 3 years. So in the new movie, if it's a shorter time span, I'm going to go with Hiccup is possibly, no, 3 years. 3 years. If he was 18 in the Race to the Edge and he was 21 in the second movie, then that would mean they've been engaged for 3 years. So if that's 3 years being engaged since the second movie, then that means they're engaged. I'm going to go with the second movie is probably going to be 25 or 26. He looks to be about 25 or 26. I heard he was 21. I heard he was 20. No, Jack can't have any of those. Well, the blonde doesn't look bad on him. And the brown doesn't, but that's closer to his original. But the red hair is just messed up. Let us never see Jack Frost with red hair ever again. Oh, it looks so weird. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be 21. If he is 20, then it has been 2 years. I am pretty sure that we're looking at, oh my gosh, so he was 14 in the first movie. 6 years later, he's 20. I'm going to say that he is 26 in the newest movie coming out, and that that would mean they'd be officially engaged for 9 years. That'd be insane if they were engaged for 9 years. I mean, it's good that they're taking their time, but I think they'd be taking too much time if they have been engaged for 9 years. Oh, those are all so terrible. I feel like they got lazy when they got to Hiccup. Like, they just did not care. Like, all the others look really good, but then they get the Hiccup and they did not care. Okay, so he is 20. Yeah, 18, 19 in the new show, and then 20 in the newest movie. He was 15-year old in the first movie. Okay, so let's say that he's 25. Even if he's 25, he's still been engaged for 6 years. That's fine. Even if maybe those, well, because you gotta, I think he's been engaged for about 6 years. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to predict that they will get married at the end of that episode. Because at the end of each, not episode, end of the movie, at the end of each movie, something special happens for Hiccup. In the first movie, they flew away on their dragons. It was official; they were going to train dragons instead of trap them. In the second, he became well. In the first movie, he became the official dragon training teacher. I should start there. In the first movie, he became the official dragon training teacher. In the second, he became what do you call it? He became chief. And in the third, I believe he will get married by the end, or maybe they're even planning the wedding. But either way, there's no way they've been engaged for 6 years and they haven't been planning anything. I don't think they would overlook that. I love how they're taking their time though with the relationship, trying to make it seem as natural and as real as possible, and I admire them for that. I kind of forgot what I was doing right now. Sorry. Let's get this done. For my dear, lovely friend, let's get this done. Oh boy. Why am I singing Christmas songs? I am so ready for Christmas, and it's not even June. I have issues, okay? Look at Hiccup and his lovely hair. Give me a break, okay? Everybody has their holiday thing. I'm content enough in my coolness to love Christmas. Is that what that is? Is that the remix to Rainbow Road? I can't remember the last time I played Rainbow Road. Wait, have I ever actually played Rainbow Road? I don't think I played Mario. I don't play video games though, so I've just heard that tune online sometimes. Well, clearly I haven't, but I did play when I was little. No, I watched you play, but I haven't played myself. But you gotta understand, like when I was little, I played, we like to watch our. Why the bigger question is why don't you have a Rainbow Road? Okay, so we've gotten him almost done. We got almost the solid colors, and I think after I finish doing the solid colors for this drawing, I may be done for the day. I'm trying to keep these videos relatively short, and in the next video, I'll teach you the shading. Simply because I've had a long day at work, and I just want to make sure that people don't miss it. I'm so confused right now. I didn't play Rainbow Road. You can't just throw down these references and expect me to get it. I didn't have a childhood. I didn't have a childhood. I just sat at home and read all day. Oh yeah, that was really cool. Okay, I can't remember who, but somebody said they wanted to cosplay as Catherine and Jack Frost, and I was like, please do it. I will love you forever. I need more of that. Because gosh darn it, Catherine doesn't get enough love. I'm gonna get some How to Train Your Dragon fans coming to me, messaging me. You got his hair wrong. That's hilarious. But I think the reference is to the actual rainbow bridge that is in the legends and myths. I could be wrong. I'm usually wrong. No! Bad! I'm just casually screaming at my computer whenever it does something slightly wrong. Bad computer. It is a deaf thing. I don't know much about Norse mythology other than little things here and there. So I try not to share my opinion, like not no, that's not the word I'm looking for. Not share my opinion, but I know more than some people, but that's only because I read too much. I read way too much. I read way too much for my own good and for other people's own good. The Rainbow Bridge is just a bridge between the portal to different worlds of the tree. I gotta go look at my old Norse myth book. Right, we're merging the colors together, and now we're just gonna fill in any of these weird pixely parts that we don't want because we do have some weird pixely parts, and that's okay because we can just fix them. It takes time, but it's kind of worth it. That means you put actual effort into your thing. So don't be upset if there you have little mistakes. It's okay. It's a part of your drawing. Uh, I haven't. Mm, I liked Magnus Chase a lot, and I really need to get back to reading because I haven't read in a while. I gotta get out all my old books, my herbalism books, and all that, and just get back into it because I miss it. I miss it. I love you. You're awesome. I don't know what this extra line is. There was no extra line in the original. I don't know. I'm going to ignore it. As far as I care, it was never there. Oh, I still have to do his eyes. His eyes is going to be the same color as your dress. I'm going to read Throne of Glass. I've got the books. I'm reading Throne of Glass. I promise. Well, right not this minute, but not right this minute. But I will read Throne of Glass. I'm going to make his boot black. I don't think he has enough black in his outfit. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I know. Hey, I spent over $100 on the Harry Potter books. It was worth it though. They were on sale and it was a special edition. All right. He's colored. They are colored. His skin looks really weird. Does anybody have a problem with this skin? Because I have a problem with his skin. Let's find a different picture. For some reason, his skin turned out really odd. Not exactly Hiccup-like. That looks a little bit more like him. There we go. You know what? I don't have a straight up face pick here. Yes! Screw it. I'm just my face pick. Where's my selection tool? Woo! I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to select this. No, not by transparency. Silly. Similar color. There we go. We're going to dilate it again. We're going to go, and we're going to put it down. That looks better. That looks more like Hiccup. Everyone agree that that's more Hiccupy? Hiccupy. Is that a word? It's not a word. Ooh. Oh, wait. Cancel. Undo. There we go. Yeah, he looked kind of sickly before. I don't know what happened with my color palette that made him look so sickly and weird. But that looks more like Hiccup. So great, we've got the colors done on Hiccup and Rapunzel. Now I could start shading now, or we could stop and I'll finish this another time. So what does everybody want? Because I do have to do the flower crowns, and that's going to be a different type of project. It's a very different type of drawing for this. Besides that, I also look for symbolism in everything. So I'll probably go online and try to find flowers that best fit their personality. I'm a little bit tired, but yeah. Well, here's what we'll do. I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna have you all do some research on the best flower for Hiccup and Rapunzel, and you guys can send them to me. You can submit them to me on Tumblr or Twitter or any other way you want to do it, and I will pick the set of flowers that I will use for Hiccup and Rapunzel in the next live stream for their crowns. How does that sound for everyone? Waiting for a reply. Waiting for a reply. All right. So, for those who really want to get involved in this live stream, all you guys have to do is find flowers that you think best fit, or plants of any type that you think best fit Hiccup and Rapunzel. Send me pics of those plants and the reason why you think those plants fit for them. And I will pick which set of flowers I will use for the flower crowns for Hiccup and Rapunzel. With that said, I'm just going to repeat the announcements. I'm going to start doing commissions, which means for most of the drawings you may want me to do, if you want to pay me to do them, you can actually pay me to draw your original characters or fan art for you or anything else like that. You can commission me to draw them. I'll be posting the prices up on Tumblr. And live streams will be going from twice a week to once a week due to my job and everything else like that. And we'll try to shorten them up the best I can, try to stop at certain points so that people can watch the videos easily without sitting forever. And I can help discuss what I'm trying to do, and I can really talk to you guys and answer questions. The next live stream is going to be pretty simple. We're going to do shading. Shading's not that difficult, and we're going to do the flower crowns, of course. So please submit to me on Tumblr the flower crowns, the flowers that you want, or anywhere else you can think of. I swear I will look at them all. And thank you for joining me on the live stream. With that said, goodbye and good night.